All right, Daniel OGT here with you, along with OGL Schmidt, town manager. We have got Jimmy Barnes and Tina Turner today. We've got this request many times from many people. Simply the best. The original version was recorded in '88 by Bonnie Tyler. Tina and Jimmy and Johnny Diesel recorded it in 1991. And it was part of a box set? Yeah.
Yes, it was part of the Australian release of her compilation, Simply the Best. It's like a greatest hits package.
Gotcha. All right, I have the lyrics pulled up here. Tina Turner, I'm sure you all know quite well. She needs no introduction.
She's been around a bit, done a thing or two here and there.
She has sung everything, in my opinion, from rock and roll to gospel to pop to R&B to blues. Maybe not rap, but
I'm sure she could if she wanted to.
yeah. I think Tina and Whitney were compared to each other a lot. I think Whitney probably won that battle, but
Well, I think they were completely different. I mean, Whitney was a very polished, gospel type singer, and Tina was very, honestly, she's kind of like the female version of Jimmy Barnes. I'm not gonna lie.
well, there you go. That makes sense. And excited to be checking out some more Johnny Diesel, although it don't look like he's leading this song or anything, but who knows? Maybe. So, yeah, from 1991, got the lyrics pulled up. Let's do the damn thing, OGO.
I'm ready. Let's go.
All right. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1.
I call you, I need you, my heart's on fire. Well, you come to me wild and wired. And you come to me, give me everything I need. Give me a lifetime of promises and a world of dreams. Speak the language of love like you know what it means. And it can't be wrong. Take my heart and make it strong, baby. You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. You're better than anyone. Well, anyone I've ever met. Ooh, I'm stuck on your heart, baby. I'll hang on every word you say. Tear us apart.
Oh, all righty then. Yeah, what's your thoughts, OGO?
Right, so my mother's a huge Tina Turner fan, so I'm familiar with her back catalog. This song was actually written in 1988 for Bonnie Tyler, the lady that sang "Total Eclipse of the Heart." For those who don't recognize that name, the arrangement has '80s written all over it. It's very melodious. It's very nice sounding. It's got some great, melodies and riffs in it. These two were made to sing together. Like I was wondering how they would blend because they're both very individualistic performers. They're both kind of forces of nature. I'm not quite sure how those two would mesh, but they sound great together. They look like they're having a blast. Yeah, I'd buy an entire album of duets from these two. How about you, man?
Jimmy looks pretty damn clean cut.
Yeah, he cleans up well, actually, yeah.
I I have seen lots of comments that from your comment about surprised to see Jimmy in a suit that this is not outside his norm. And also the version we did that we thought maybe the wrong version. A gentleman informed me that there is a version that is a little longer that has the intro. That's the one I picked. We must have watched the one without the intro.
You're referring to the Cold Chisel song, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So after we got past the first pause, everything lined up perfect. So yeah, Jimmy being clean cut is a cool thing, but he still looks kind of rugged at the same time. And
Agreed.
And I think Tina's the same way.
Yeah, it's sort of a domesticated roughness there.
Yeah. I dig it. Their voices coincide well. They're made meshed together, like you said. And it's just a happy song. I mean, and I think Jimmy is proud to say I'm simply the best.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I think that song fits him well.
Agreed. And yeah, I'm sure he's an Australian legend singing with an international legend, which is cool. I've always thought it was interesting, like John Farnham. Everything about him says, okay, this guy would be good singing duets with people. He's a friendly guy. He's got sort of smoother sounds. Okay, he's going to blend with anybody he wants to blend. When I first saw Jimmy, I'm like, yeah, this guy's probably anyone that he tries to duet with, he's just going to, run off the stage or just run over them, just without even meaning to. He's just going to stampede through them. But his duets with John have been amazing. This sounds really good. The duet with him and Ian Moss and Cold Chisel, like Jimmy gives off that impression that he's just flying by the seat of his pants and he's the tip of the flame or whatnot, but he knows what he's doing. He just can take that emotion and focus it wherever he wants. It's a great sound. It sounds wild and uninhibited, but it's actually pretty controlled.
I can't argue with that. As in the Stone Cold reaction, I think he can bring that rasp in and out anytime he wants, or sing clearly anytime he wants. He has way more control over his voice than, all the people who says he mumbles. And he does mumble sometimes, but, that's his damn prerogative, right?
To me, it's very sort of mumbling. He just gets so into the song that projecting the words becomes more important than enunciating them.
Yeah.
So it's sort of like if someone wrote a note and attached it to a brick and threw it at your face. You're not going to get the note. It's not the words and the meaning are not going to be what hits you first.
Yeah, that's how I think Eddie Vedder is. A lot of people give him a lot of crap too for not being able to sing clearly, but I think he relays his message quite well.
I will say though, Eddie does mumble from time to time. He loses his diction in a much lower energy scenario, but he basically sometimes he sings like Ozzy talks. So, but when he wants to, his diction's perfectly fine. So, that could also be a stylistic choice as well.
Yeah, I really don't know of a song where he doesn't have good diction, but yell a lot better. But it's not supposed to be. But that's another conversation.
Agreed.
But I hear a lot of people say that, and they can't really point out any examples other than yell a lot better. And that was supposed to be sung that way.
Right.
But anyway, so yeah, man, I just think this is like you said, a match made in purgatory, if you will. So let's go back just a little bit.
Let's do it.
And we'll pick back up.
Ooh, I'm stuck on your heart, babe. I hang on every word you say. Tear us apart. Oh, baby, I would rather be there. In your heart, I see the star of every night and every day. In your eyes, I get lost. I get washed away.
Okay, guitar's coming in. I know. Yeah, we'll have to go back for that. Um, man, yeah, I'm not even gonna say it, OGL, but again, he reminds me of the same person I just said in this song. Um, plus a lot of the gravel. But he started out on them consonants and ums and ohs and
Yeah. Okay, I can definitely see the Vetter in that. Yeah.
yeah, that's
I think Vetter got it from Springsteen though.
maybe they sing together. I mean,
And I also think that Springsteen can't enunciate to save his life either.
yeah.
So I definitely think there's some influence there. So you don't have to be able to necessarily enunciate to be a great singer.
I was gonna say I think classical music's the only music that gives a shit if you enunciate correctly.
Right.
So I mean, they just rhymed best with dead. So I mean,
Yeah.
I mean it's a message that matters. I don't think grammar really goes into rock and roll.
Right.
But some singers do though. Ozzy, for instance, can't talk over a damn like you said, but the greatest diction in the world. I mean,
Yeah.
the
He's
man
always on point. You
sings
can understand.
so clearly. Yes,
Yeah.
unbelievably clearly.
I wish you would just sing his interviews then, because
Yeah. Well, yeah. There's that joke. Eddie's the opposite. You know, he can
Right,
talk
right.
clearly, but he can't sing.
yeah, first time I ever saw Ozzy in an interview, it's like that was kayfabe shattering. It's like here's a Prince of Darkness who's what the? I guess he said something there. It's like yeah, still a legend though, and it's a shame that like I had not heard of Jimmy Barnes until we started doing these reactions, and it really is a crime that the dude is not better known because he has so much talent. He's got an amazing voice. Like people always say, you know, he's got it. I mean, whatever it is, Jimmy's got it in spades. So it's always a pleasure to hear him sing. So and he's absolutely killing this now.
This is so true.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to return this coming up weekend with probably Wild Thing by Cold Chisel
Right.
and something by Farnham. We haven't done Farnham in a while.
Yeah.
So, Long Way to the Top of Rock and Roll. What's that song? Oh, man. You guys know what I'm talking about. Tell me in the comments. It's a long way to the top if you're going to rock and roll or something. I forget.
Something like that.
Yeah, so
That sounds about right. Yeah.
do Wild Thing and that one sounds good to me. So, Tina also showed a little bit of her deeper baritone voice, like the
Yeah. Very husky sounding. Yeah.
They sound nothing alike, but other singers that remind me of that is Miley Cyrus, Stevie Nicks. They all had lower registers in their voice and could belt just as high as, well, not Mariah Carey, but pretty damn high. So,
I've always found those whistle areas to be fairly unnecessary. I'm not gonna lie, unless you're trying to call your dog.
yeah, it's okay in spurts, you know.
But yeah.
Not to overdo it.
Yeah. You don't want to get into ultrasonics. But there were actually even some spots where it sounded like Jimmy was sort of approximating some of Tina's vocal mannerisms, which was cool.
Yeah,
So, yeah. I mean, for Tina, this is actually a fairly restrained performance. So, I mean, if she's giving the floor to Jimmy, if she's giving the floor to Jimmy, then good on her, you know. And Jimmy will take the floor anytime you give it to him. Even if you don't give it to him, he'll take it.
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
But
Definitely.
I think she's happy holding down the foundation and letting him, you know, do his thing.
She's being very reserved.
Yes.
All right, let's get back to it. We'll go back a little bit because that just totally shifted tempos there, and it was about to go into a crazy guitar solo, which I'm imagining is decent. So,
True. Yep. Here we go. Diesel powered guitar solo coming.
let's get ready for the diesel. We'll go back. Yeah, right about there. All right, let's do it. Ready?
Do it.
Think there's a truck coming your way. The way they're hugging right there. Let's hear that guitar solo one more time.
Yeah, solo is too short. It's awesome, but way too short.
I love the hugging there.
Yeah,
oh, Working Class Man. I've been wanting to do that one too. Guys, there's so many more.
Yeah, the rabbit hole just keeps getting deeper and deeper.
All right, here we go, Mr. Johnny Diesel. Yeah, Johnny Diesel. I said it right. Yes, sir. So, I do have a question. Johnny Diesel. Now, that was the singer for the Angels. Is that correct? Let me know in the comments. Because we have a song that is, give me one little second.
Building anticipation.
One little second. It is Am I Ever Going to See You Again? The Angels Live. And that looks like Johnny Diesel. So if you guys and gals, you all let me know if that's correct or not. I would very much appreciate it. And we have ran a little long for this short song.
Yeah, there's a lot to talk about. I mean, honestly, anytime Jimmy shows up,
There he is.
We're going to be running our mouths a lot. But yeah, this was a great song. I enjoyed the original. I think this is much better. Just anything plus Jimmy is always going to be better, I think. It's nice to see Tina cut loose a little bit towards the end there.
Yeah.
Jimmy still matched her every step of the way.
Johnny Diesel was also being reserved in his guitar playing. So.
Yeah, and I think that was perfect for a song like this. You don't need to be playing, I don't think the song needs sweep picking or arpeggios or anything like that. Like his solo was just perfect. Every note was perfectly placed. I wish they would have given him a little bit longer to, build it, I guess. But he definitely made perfect use of the time that he had. So we're definitely going to need to check out Johnny in a more pronounced role at some point. We're getting all these small doses of him.
Yeah, and forgive us, we have had a lot of influx of information about tons of different singers here. So, but I am relatively sure that Johnny Diesel is in the Angels.
Really?
I guess I could Google it real quick, but we'll find out if we don't find out in the comments.
Yeah.
Thank
But
you all.
that song was upbeat, 80s style pop done to perfection. It doesn't get any better than that. So, boom.
All the way, drop the damn like by connected shit.
That's on my phone. Well, I'd have to drop my headphones in.
And yeah, this was really great.
Put a smile on my face.
Mine too. Made me happy. I got to go to a car show cookout here in a few minutes. So.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Yeah. Got Judith put back together in my car, and Judith fits because we just done a reaction for the Seekers.
But what is the old saying? If the Judith fits.
Well, yeah.
She got more subscribers there.
The downward spiral. I heard the toilet flush. Mr. Hanky's dying.
Howdy, howdy, ho!
Yeah, come on down to South Park. Have a good yourself time. All right, so much love, Australia. Much love to the Kiwis out there watching.
Much love to everybody watching. Thank you so much.
Yeah, if you're
Aussie
just here for
subs,
Tina
first-timers,
Turner,
everybody.
if you're just here for a Tina Turner fan, shoot something at us. We'll react to Tina if I ain't never heard it. So.
Yeah, Tina's awesome.
Mental health is real. I struggle from it. Had a relatively sad night in a way, but definitely feel better now. So.
Glad to hear that, man.
You guys rock on, and everyone we've lost, rock in paradise.
Thanks for hanging with us and having some fun.
And always, much love.
That's love.
OGL, OGT, howdy.
See you in the next one.